So we have this one here too. This is Last Fantasy. Last Fantasy is really good. This is actually one of them that I highly enjoy. I actually put it away. It's like a demon sword and a wizard that only knows like a few spells, so it's kind of funny on that aspect. And I like how at the end of it they kind of like tell you that it was all basically like a game or a legend. Somebody was just telling you a story. So that one is complete. Then we have this one. It's actually two series, but they were both good. I feel like one of them held up a lot better than the other one, just because it was weird. But this is Some Days Dreamers. There's 1 and 2, and then this is the spin-off series that came from it. Some Days Dreamers Spellbound. Basically like a whole nother series. It's really good. It's more of like a love slice of life story, but then it has like magic qualities in it too. So I would categorize it more as a slice of life love story over it having the magical tendency to it, just because there's not that much added into it. Just like how to treat magical beasts. Like a lot of it seems like there's not any of that. There's like no magic in it. There's beasts that are there, but they don't exactly seem magical until you actually get into it. What makes them magical? But I mean, it's really good. You know, that was one of the other ones that I read, and I was just like, this is great. You know, the first one was a little confusing, but then I read Spellbound, and I was like, this is so good. The only big magic thing I remember in it is this guy accidentally wrecked his motorcycle, and the girl was trying to fix it. When she used her magic, out of the gas tank sprang like flowers and vines and stuff, so it was just kind of crazy. Let's see. And then this is the last series we have in here. Really good one. Highly love this one. This one hooked me in so well, and I hated that it wasn't finished. You know, like I said, most everything else in here was finished, maybe except for one of the other series, but you know, there's not really much you can do about it when a company decides to do that. But this is Elemental Glade. Really good. You have like a person with a gem or a crystal on them, and they have kind of like a little bit of magic powers. Nothing too crazy, but where it really comes in at is they turn into a magic weapon that another person, like their owner person, can use, and use it to defeat other people and whatnot. So it was really cool how it kind of got into the gems and stuff, just like Land of the Lustrous, how there's all different shades of gems, there's all this different stuff that's incorporated into it, and basically how everything happens. So really good series though. Like I said, I highly recommend it. Here's one where it's got the girl or the lady that was like her, she was a person with a one of the stones on her, and she ended up losing it because you can give up your stone for somebody and it saves them or something. But then the sword actually somehow sprang out of it when it happened, and so her sword is also here, so that's what she would change into whenever they were fighting. So this one, like I said, was a good read, but I hated that we didn't get more of it, and of course we have advertisement for the anime on there. So, but yeah guys, I hope you enjoyed this, enjoyed all these books and whatnot, seeing them, knowing a little bit about them, and stuff like that. You know, big thing of ones like I really I really enjoy ones that went on hiatus or didn't get completed, because there's just something about them, you know, with the company doing that and everything. But they're ones that you don't get to know it because the person never finished them. But through the whole story, that's why it kind of made me, with more series, start questioning what mindset the mangaka was in, or you know, the other people that are in it, the writer and the artist. You know, why did they draw something this way or draw a scene that way, or why did the person write this down because they wanted a character to say this that way. So that's why a lot of these are really good and kind of near and dear to me, because there's so much stuff that happened. Not only that, but there's stuff that happened in life with some of these series that I read, and I wouldn't be able to get rid of them, because I mean, almost all my manga to me is kind of like a timeline of life since I was like 14, going through school, if I could afford it, if I couldn't afford it, what happened with it, what did it mean, you know. So there is a lot of stuff to all of those, but hopefully you guys enjoyed this. Like I said, I have more of these to go. That was only number 1. I have where this one was, I have another 4, and then I have 4 more that I have filled up since then to actually go in and make my shelves look good, stuff like that. And I plan at some point to go in and cycle them out and rehash them and everything, of which ones I used and all that, and maybe at some point have like a Tokyo Pop shelf of what I have on there, other stuff, you know. Kind of like one of those things, like a seasonal thing, where I can change out the manga to something new and better as we go, stuff like that. So, but yeah, it's really good getting to see all these, and why they're still in my collection, why I chose to get them at whatever point in my life and move forward from there. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed those. I think this is a 2-part because my phone glitched at one point, but hope you guys will stay around later on when I put more of these out, and highly enjoy these, seeing some of the other series that are in my collection that might not get as big of a recommendation or anything as they should. So I mean, if you see one in one of these videos that you like, you want to know more about, just message me down or leave a comment leave a comment down below. Maybe somebody else can answer some other parts if I can't get to it in time, or you know, I can turn around and say something back to you about how good I thought it was and why, and talk about it more. So anyway, I will catch you guys later. Thanks for watching. I'm Jen Graves, and I'll see you next time. Bye.